they see what he is. He's a conservative. He's a conservative ashamed of being gay, who won't stick his neck out for his own fucking identity. He's an opportunist. He's a scumbag. Yeah. And anybody who with any sense of smell can smell a rat.
Yeah, so that's a stupid argument, but of course not. I love everyone. So wait, then why don't you if you love everyone, then why don't you love the Jews the same as you love the gays? Do you
why
love
would Bernie
the
drop
gays
out?
more
Can you
than
explain?
The Jews?
Okay, I want to understand this person's
let's just go along with this
electoral-
identity politics garbage. You love the gays more than you love the Jews. Let's just ask you that question.
But not entirely flatten the distribution, making it less directly linked to raw turnout. AKA, they are downweighting actual votes to help Pete Buttigieg more against the Democratic Party of Iowa's own rules. This is a state Democratic Party's interpretation of their own rules, and the DNC is cooking up an alternative method. I'm trying not to maul too hard and blow up your eardrums. They're cooking up an alternative method that will lessen the democratic nature of the delegate allocation and help one candidate, Pete Buttigieg, the loser of the popular vote. Okay, everybody wants politics. That ain't happening there, Hackstock. That is never happening again. You can find your way over there on your own.
Where's the couch punch? Okay, and now I just need to see the couch punch in context.
That just feels good. Oh my god. Yeah. It just feels good.
What did you just do?
Nothing.
Why is this couch now moved? Did you just hit the couch?
No, we just moved the couch back. I just nudged it. That just feels good. Oh my god. Yeah. It just feels good.
What did you just do? Why is this couch now moved? Did you just hit the couch?
No, we just moved the couch back. I just nudged it.
It's because he thinks that this is like what. Where's that Brilliard guy? Is that dude dead? That guy probably died in like year 20. I was gonna say 20 and then 20, but then I realized that anything starting with 20 doesn't make sense, so I fucked that up. Anyways, so he has like an idea in his head of like, what is an alpha male? Alpha males like hit things like physicality, and he's just like, punch couch, show him an alpha male.
That just feels good. Oh my god. Yeah.
I misspoke. I did misspeak. It comes from somewhere in this.
Okay, that you talked to him before, where like he wants.
Oh my god, dude, BadBunny bullies him so much. Mike, I'm sorry, Mike. I feel bad for you here. Okay, you were not equipped for this environment. Oh man, dude. You know what? Holy shit. If I wanted to dominate Mike, the next time we have a debate, I'm just gonna tell him, hold on, I have a representative, and I'm just gonna get like a pretty girl to debate in my place, and he won't be able to say anything bad because he's just so disarmed. He couldn't imagine like saying anything mean or rude or bad to a girl, and he would just lose automatically.
But I've told him I have to literally start sobbing on the phone. Like I've talked to him before, where like he won't take me seriously for the entire time, no matter what, and everyone else completely understands I'm being serious. Finally, I have to get on voice chat with him and sob, and then he's
like, I'm pretty sure she just spends this whole 9-minute video shit talking him while he's in the background, and he can hear her, but he's like pretending not to.
like, oh, I didn't realize you were being serious. Well, I didn't realize this meant something to you. Like, he's an idiot. He's an idiot. Seriously, just get a safe word. It's actually a good idea.
I wonder if this like fallout with Nicole was like a big formation of his. Yeah, it was like a formative thing for his personality.
Probably go off. Maybe I'll turn the. I don't want to dox them, so I want to like not show any travel between.
Sure.
Anything.
Oh yeah. The space between.
If it was my place, I would be less like, you know, it's my doxing. It's like I don't want to dox like my friends. That's like so much worse.
Like I could care less, but Loco's out.
Right, yeah, but it's still, it's just no. The consequences of me doxing myself, I deal with those. But.
Sure.
He's sitting already. No, it happens after because she keeps bullying him until he gets so mad that he punches the couch. That's what happens.
No, why?
It's not flirting, it's just a bad way to read what she is really trying to communicate. I say it's a lack of experience with different types of people. I agree that empathy is playing a role in the struggle, just saying. Perhaps, yeah. He's got super low emotional intelligence for whatever reason. That's what surprises me, because I didn't think he would have a low emotional intelligence.
For me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So they're gonna be here in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Dad, I'll miss you.
No, they'll be back.
Well, I know, but I'll miss them for right now. Of course, we're gonna see them like tomorrow.
The shitty non-sub shit stirrer people. Well, they'll be back very soon.
Real quick, if you want like some red pill, PUA bullshit, whatever bullshit you call it, advice, if there is a girl that is giving you shit, you can give them shit back. I think most people will respect you more if you like play rather than being a massive simp. Like it's a huge way to turn somebody off if you want like your little bit of red pill ideology for the day, right? Like you have to play ball a little bit. Like you can't like some guys have it in their head that like if I just suck up to a girl and I am reflective of every single thing that she says, then maybe she'll like me more and more. So like if you've ever been, so like every girl has had this experience where you're talking to a guy and every time the guy asks her something like, oh, like what's your favorite like food? What's your favorite band? Like the guy's like, oh yeah, me too. Oh yeah, mine too. Oh yeah, mine too. Oh yeah, I love that too. Like now I'm not saying that you have to like go hard, like you walk in and you like fucking powerbomb a girl or you do like some crazy shit. I'm just saying that like have a backbone, have a fucking spine. Jesus. But
Aww.
He thinks you're kidding. He still thinks I'm kidding. He still thinks I'm kidding.
I don't think you're kidding.
Really?
No, I don't think you're kidding.
You did really? And then you gave me this fucking smile. Like it was so funny to you. You think this is all funny. It's very upsetting.
I don't have to think you're kidding to smile.
Yeah, you understand that smiling is...
But then I'll be critical. I'll go in the back. Okay, this is fucking Nicole's problem. She doesn't realize when she's being way too fucking hard on people because this is hardcore bullying. She bullies the fuck out of Mike. Oh my god.
Born out of my comfort. So, to be fair.
Maybe that's my reaction to it.
Well, then your genuine reactions to things are really unlikable.
Well, okay, but I'm gonna give you a piece of advice that I myself like stand by and have learned over many years. If you always expect someone to be like on your level and understanding of the same like emotions that you have, then you'll always be disappointed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but this is like a severe misunderstanding.
But
They're like having a back and forth about how Mike is like emotionally disabled. he's just like hearing this, like listening to these two people talk about him.
Sure, but like you can't like get mad at a person because of that.
All right. Well, I can't hang out with him then.
Sure, but like that's emotional differences that you have. You know what I mean?
Right.
You have to find ways to
I
reconcile
can hang
that.
out with him like over voice chat. But I can't hang out with him like too much more than that.
Okay. Well, you figure out ways to reconcile those ideas, you know, or you don't like it. I don't know. It all comes down to where you can stand in a situation.
Yeah.
No, okay. It's different. One thing is smiling when you're uncomfortable. Another thing if I'm like, yeah, I'm talking about you right now, about how I'm disappointed with you, and they go, really?
But again, that's I don't know.
But it's a general. Okay, if we're gonna get super deep and be like, well, what do words even mean? Maybe my words mean something different than your. Okay, yeah, everyone's way of communicating theoretically could always be justified in their brain as being appropriate.
Sure.
But that doesn't stop you from having negative reactions to people's different
Absolutely
personalities.
not. I'm just giving you a tool to deal with it. I'm not saying that that's how society works. I'm just telling you how I deal with it in my own like feelings. You know, like for example, like there are people that do things that are distasteful to me, but
Have I been a little
process it.
bag?
No, I process everybody's.
No, I honestly want to know. Like, have I been beyond the pale? I mean,
but not for me. But again, like I'm a different person.
No. I'm really sorry about the door thing.
No, I don't give a shit.
The problem was I'm going to make excuses, but I was like I couldn't step out of the car.
It
The
literally,
seat was
but
so far back.
you have to understand that literally most things don't matter to me. So
That's what.
that's not. Yeah, that's literally a thing that doesn't matter to me.
I don't know. I'm not like a halfway type person. Like
I've had people that have like stolen $1,000 from me. Those are things that bother me. Like,
oh, I would never do that. Like a lukewarm person.
sure.
Just said with the car door stuff.
Huh?
And the thing about me is I'm not lukewarm with people. What does that have to do with what you were saying to Lucid?
Yeah. Well, no. Just
I always
versus
say
the other.
I punched
Full lead on this one.
the granite a little bit.
Yeah.
That just feels good.
Oh my god. Yeah.
It just feels good.
Ooh, did you just hit the couch?
I mean, just move the couch back. I just nudged it. Oh shit, they're here.
I'm so sorry. I have 1 hour stricken from my playtime, Mooten. I'm getting distracted. It's not fair. Okay, sorry. I need to focus on my game. Fuck.
Fired shots at each other, but here,
you opened by calling me
conversation.
dickless. I said, like, I think Mike was spiteful. You know, we shouldn't do that. And then you were like, VAUSH is this dickless, weaselly fuck. I mean, come on. We're talking well poisoning, all right? You've got way more empty buckets in your hand.
You well-poisoned me like 10 fucking times, including playing
I
every
have
single
been
Destiny
exceptionally
attack.
kind to you. If I had been, by the way, if I had been entirely forthcoming, I wouldn't have even pretended from the onset because, and this, by the way, this could be my fault. I genuinely do think that everyone should be given the opportunity to disappoint me personally. So the fact that you responded to the criticism that I levied in my video, which was, again, very, very light. I think it was pretty polite, you know, well-meaning, by raging at me for 12 minutes, calling me a dickless Weasley fuck, and then lying and saying that spite wasn't the reason why you donated $250 to a random opposition candidate in a city in Nebraska. I mean, okay.
You keep saying random when I just explained it.
You've been given a chance to disappoint me, Mike.
Time. Oh, man. Gosh, everyone's weeping, disappointing VAUSH. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, here's the thing, dude. Like, you have isolated yourself. You've isolated from yourself from people that aren't sycophants. You're creating something similar to your parasocial daddy. I tried, because, you know, I have actual bridges. You don't. And you are a bigger creator on YouTube. Congratulations. You have that community.
On YouTube, and he would be on Twitch and on Twitter and any other place that matters. Yeah.
It's really not about a size thing to me.
That you decided to adopt the same enemies as Destiny when the motherfucker will deplatform you the moment he can. And I think that's sad,
if you think that I have adopted the same enemies as Destiny, then you clearly do not know the people I associate with.
In our DMs, when you attacked Atlanta DSA and said that they were the reason the American socialists left is failing because they called Destiny a fascist.
No, they called him a Nazi.
Okay.
Okay, fuck you, VAUSH. I'm not a fascist or a Nazi, okay? To be clear, okay?
I'm a Nazi.
Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty bad tendency. Now, I don't mind it that much if it's a content creator.
When you say that white redneck, you give your excuse me, I don't want to misquote.
Wait, do you think I defend wait, hold on. Do you think I defend anything that Destiny said?
Then why were you rushing to attack Atlanta DSA, dude?
Because I don't
why were you
think
rushing to attack Atlanta DSA?
Because he isn't a Nazi. And he's not.
So what? When he called me a tanky, where were you? You didn't rush to say, oh, you know.
To be clear, I called Mike a tanky because he uses. If Mike called me a Nazi because I had like fucking swastikas and shit in the background, you know what? Okay. Yeah, you know what? Maybe that's fair. When Mike has all the fucking Soviet iconography and all the giant red text and the fucking like tank emotes and shit in chat, if I were to flirt with Nazism that hard, everybody would call me a Nazi. So you know what? Yeah, I did call Mike a tanky. Now, I don't know if he is or isn't a tanky anymore. I don't know if he's a little bit more moderated because he thinks he can make more money off of being more moderated. I wouldn't give this guy any credence for having any views that don't trace back to what he can make the most money on. Yeah, he might not be anymore, but...
Mike.
Yeah, his name is literally Central Committee. But then he'll be like, well, but actually, there could be lots of other different types of Central Committees. Remember when I talked about the flags? Like, well, it's just a California flag. Like, I don't live there or anything, but like, you know, yeah. Jesus Christ, like, just own it, dude. God, this is, at least, I guess not all the Nazis own their beliefs too. They try to hide as well. Some of them will own it, but.
I don't like him, but he's not a tanky, Destiny.
Wait. So first of all, I'm not responsible. Wait. First of all, I'm not Destiny's dad. I don't know why you're impugning me for his behavior. First of all, he called you a tanky. That whole engagement when I was barely a content creator. Second of all, it's really fucking weird that to counter an argument that I'm making today, you would bring up an argument somebody else made a year ago.
What about
third of all, I don't even remember enough.
You're involving yourself in Destiny's personal squabbles. Why do you care?
Just Destiny.
Why do you care?
Because
dude?
I also get called a Nazi by the types of people.
What does Destiny have to do with you?
I'm trying to explain it. I'm trying to explain it to you. I'm trying to explain it to you.
He's not your dad. He's not you. You're not connected.
So
I'm just trying to break your parasocial attachment.
You are the one who keeps. You realize you're the one who keeps bringing him up in this conversation. Almost every time he's been brought up, it's been you. I'm not the one with him on my mind. Okay.
You brought him up because you commented on me responding to him. You got involved in this and said that I spit on lefties who do things for spite.
By the way, Mike from PA donated to this candidate. I'll talk about her later. Oh, I didn't talk about her, actually.
Wait, I did, though.
I didn't look into any reason why someone might support her other than Spite. If she was a really bad candidate,
you
I wouldn't
keep
have
trying to
her.
sell this fantasy that Spite wasn't involved. I don't care. I get it. You're not backing off that point. I'm going to try to finish this. I'm going to try to finish this point. Okay. So I don't mind it that much.
Strawman John? Is that what he just said?
Destiny a Nazi, because content creators, as we should both know, are frivolous dipshits. Me and you included. We are all spicy internet drama lords, okay? But the DSA is supposed to be an organization. It's supposed to be something with a little bit more reputability.
What would you? Okay,
so hold, wait, I'm almost done. This doesn't even end in an insult to you.
Tell me
How
your
about we just
organizing experience so you can tell me why you are.
What does that have to do with the point I am?
Also, what is Mike's socialist organizing experience? Please.
Trying to make
nothing. Okay, go on.
Yeah. Okay. So hold on. So. I think that organization should be held to experience. I get called a Nazi by a lot of people in the online left, usually because they have a very inaccurate.
Have I called you a Nazi?
No,
it's
and
not the point.
Nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
So
why do you keep jumping in with like, hold on?
You just said it was bad to bring up other people's arguments that have nothing to do with us.
How Mike is so. I can't tell if he's stupid or not. No, I think he's just stupid. I think he is. Jeez.
I'm specifically talking about other people on the left. You can listen to the words, please. I'm arranging them in an order for a purpose.
Go ahead.
I get called a Nazi by other people online. Usually it's because they make very frivolous, very poor faith accusations based on minimal evidence. And the fact of the matter is, and I know this, and I can talk about
So you would say that was minimal evidence when they did it about Destiny?
I mean,
for the 116-second clip? Yeah, I'd say so.
Buddy, I don't think anybody with even a passing familiarity with Destiny's content could accurately and fairly call him a Nazi.
Wow,
you can call him a lot of negative things, which I think would be fair, but I do not think you could call him a Nazi.
Okay, if you saw a video of someone,
can we kindly...
And you Google them and you find out they got banned from Twitch for 30 days for using the F slur. The reasons?
No, I didn't say that. Mike, see, this is what I mean. Are you being stupid right now? Or are you so attached to posturing that you can't actually hear the words that I'm saying?
I'm listening to what you're saying.
You aren't listening. You aren't smart enough to understand anything that I'm saying right now, Mike.
You say you're against posturing and then you just do it.
No, this isn't posturing.
Come on, man.
I invite anybody who's been watching the past 5 minutes where I try to make a very simple point and then Mike butts in with some 60 IQ interjection. Do you think that Mike is listening? Do you think that he's... And if he is listening, that's a lot worse, by the way, because that means he's not smart enough to keep up. It's one of those two, and if I were you, I would choose not listening, okay?
Let me interrogate. Let me give you a...
No, wait, hold on.
Let me interrogate?
Every concept that needs to be explained to you... No, I'm not. Every concept that needs to be explained to you is minutes off my finite life, and it takes 10 times as long with you as it does with any other human being who's capable...
more finite by the minute.
...of driving a car autonomously, okay? Okay. So I ask you, is there a final meme you want to run through?
I mean, so...
More finite by the minute doesn't make sense, by the way. Finite is a binary state, yes. I'm just...
Basically, this is exactly what I expected from you. Posturing that's baseless, based on nothing. You were exposed
baseless and based on nothing, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. You said serious. That I was bad. I was bad because I was an asshole who does posturing. And then you did nothing but posturing when I asked you for one specific instance of my bad takes, because you said that on your stream, did you not, earlier?
No, I never criticized your political positions. I didn't realize you were stupid enough to believe the $25 now minimum wage thing, though. So maybe if I had known that at the time, I would have brought that up. But still, on the whole, I would rather have people who believe the things that you believe.
But you don't know what the fuck you're talking about,
than your average liberal.
You don't know what you're fucking talking about. And you're very liberal. I know you've convinced yourself, or at least your audience, that you have some sort of radical aesthetic, but you don't. The drama they were in is they got departnered for arguing that they gave their blessing to white redneck militias to mow down dipshit protesters.
And what if people found...
Do you think it's crazy to say that's Nazi-like?
And what if people found clips of me? There are plenty of clips online which paint a very inaccurate picture of my beliefs that might lead those same types of lefties to accuse me of being involved in I am desperately trying. I feel like I'm explaining... like something to a kid. I can't. You're interrupting me every 10 seconds, Mike. You're trying alpha Mike posturing right now. Let me finish the point.
Okay, hold on. I'll get a stopwatch.
It is true that clip of Destiny looks, and is very bad. There are also clips of mine that look and are very bad. But if you look at the totality of my content, I don't think anyone could reasonably call me a Nazi. I am opposed to organizations like the DSA making snap calls like that based on clips like those, because I know how information like that can be cultivated to paint an inaccurate picture of a content creator, which is why I can simultaneously believe that Destiny is bad on a lot of issues, but also that he should be treated in good faith on those issues. Because if he isn't, I set the precedent that I also will not be, and I deal with the consequences of that every day. Does that make sense?
Nope.
So you consider yourself the personal arbiter of, quote, bad faith towards creators, and you just going around.
Imagine, like, that was pretty clearly laid out. That was pretty clearly laid out, but Mike is not going to engage with it at all. I don't think it's because he's stupid here. I think it's bad faith. No, I don't know. Fuck, I can never tell the difference between bad faith and just stupid. It's really, really, really hard to tell the difference because they both present so similarly.
And you're not biased at all from your fandom of Destiny.
You are. When did I say?
Like, like you can't just drop an accusation of bias and not accuse or not engage with the argument at all. And he didn't. He doesn't even engage like remotely with the argument. But this whole conversation is probably going to be that, huh?
That I'm not biased. When did I say that I am the personal arbiter? I have an opinion and I share it on my platform.
You said that socialist organizations should be held to a higher standard, and then you intervened when Destiny's community was piling onto a small.
You're arguing against sharing opinions right now. You realize that, right? You're arguing against the concept of sharing opinions.
Someone who calls themselves a socialist should jump in when Destiny said that the Atlanta DSA doesn't do real organizing. They're a bunch of white college
I have never defended Destiny's idiotic position on that.
Then he sent a whole bunch of a hate mob.
I don't think the Atlanta DSA is very effective based on what I've seen.
Socialists in Atlanta.
First of all, I think that you're overstating that somewhat. And second of all, this is utterly irrelevant to what I'm saying. I don't think the DSA should have called him a Nazi.
That's the context of you jumping in with your community and blasting them. And then further, you said
I'm sorry, is there any evidence that my community harassed them?
Why? When a content creator shits on a group and says they're the reason why socialists in America can't succeed.
Yeah, I do think that's a component of it.
They don't like Destiny.
No, that's not what I said. I think
oh shit, hold on. RTBA is bringing this up.
Done no radical action.
This is your last chance to save them from me.
No, I mean, I tried in good faith to reach out to you, but you think like such a fucking capitalist content creator where you think your audience, like people are going to leech off your, dude, I talk to people that are larger creators than you all the time. It's not.
How often? Who does Mike know that's a larger creator than VAUSH besides Hassan that he doesn't even talk to that much anymore? Are there any others? Does anybody know? I'm super curious about this. Oh, ew, I didn't want to make that into oh no, I just got cocked hard. I wanted to make these into mountains. I probably just lost like 200 HP or some dumb shit. Is Jack the breathing guy? Yeah.
Not a big deal, okay? I saw your community as a community of leftists, of people trying to learn.
Isn't it a community of liberals?
I'm not going to, well, you know what? I don't think it's that important of a distinction when you're trying to recruit people to the left. But when you have content creators like who act like they're teaching people when they don't know shit.
Yeah, anarcho-Bidenism, you know?
That becomes a problem. And, you know, stuff like you not knowing.
Wait, is there a take that I've had recently that you felt that I was underinformed on? So I don't know, like the woman you brought up earlier. Wait, you don't watch? Wait, then how can you claim that I don't know what I'm talking about?
Every time I've seen your content.
But he's not going to remember any time.
In a major dispute with people.
Oh no.
Like when you rail against rent control, or you rail if you think the 25 million.
What's your position on rent control? Okay, so it's the $25 in the rent control. What's your position on rent control? Just asking.
I mean, this is what everybody who's ever talked about rent control talks about. The purpose of rent control is an anti-gentrification measure.
Okay.
To protect existing incumbent communities, but it in and of itself does not solve housing crisis because there's a supply problem and a demand problem.
Wait, that's my position.
Yep. That's good. So Mike has learned a little bit from our conversation. I'm proud of you, Mike. Good job.
Wait, I've advocated for rent control in accordance with government programs to expand housing initiatives. Yeah.
You have time and time again railed against people for supporting rent control.
No, there are people who support exclusively rent control, which is bad because that does lead to.
Who is that?
There are a lot of
fantasy people. You contributed to a discourse that
you think there aren't people who just support rent?
So I think that what I heard most commonly was people say that we should do rent control plus was rent control plus government housing for the entire country. Was that a Bernie AOC thing? I'm trying to remember where they were proposing like nationwide rent control combined with like some public, whatever it was stupid. But that was like the main policy thing that I remember a long time ago. But that seemed to have like pretty mainstream support by mainstream politicians. Oh, and that Ben Burgess dipshit, but he supports a whole bunch of stupid shit.
And control. I had people in my chat. I remember arguing with them.
Just rent control and nothing else? Yes, I think that's a straw man that you made up.
No, I mean, if you want to believe that, then sure. But in every context where I've talked about rent control, I've said that it's a valuable.
Only leftists, and that'd be great.
Why? All you have to do is watch my content to realize that I share your opinion on this. That rent control is fine as long as you have another initiative to address the supply problem.
Okay, so
you didn't know that? So I guess it's just the $25 an hour minimum wage thing, huh? Which I don't want to get into with you.
You've backpedaled on this, which is fine.
Wait, what have I backpedaled on? Wait, you not knowing my position isn't me backpedaling.
Honestly, I am glad that your community got exposed to a good argument for a change.
What? Yes. Oh man, dude, that's really effective. All you have to do is lie about a person, and when they correct you, you accuse them of backpedaling. That's an amazing debate strategy.
About me. That's an entire conversation about me that you've done.
What have I lied about?
Again, all you've done is posture.
It wasn't about the rat face thing, was it? No lies. No lies. Whereas you actually did lie about you confronting me 10 times in DMs. You did lie about the reason why I argued against the DSA about Destiny being called a Nazi.
You said it wasn't confronting you because
you actually, dude. We went through the DMs on.
What do I need to type for you to say you've been challenged?
Dude, we went through my DMs on. Dog. I'm sorry. I'm not dealing with kids here. Okay, I'm an adult. We went through your DMs on stream. That was some beta shit. If that was challenges, that was some like bottom ooh pleading face shit. Okay, you might as well have showed me pictures of your pussy. Maybe next time you want to talk negative with me, actually show up and say something about it rather than weekly limp dicking in my fucking DMs and then complaining on chat that I won't respond. Okay.
Listen to yourself. Again, time and time again, I have approached you.
We're probably good, aren't we?
I have tried different strategies to get you to talk about politics. Educate you because I feel like it really would have been important. It really would have been important if your audience had learned about Kara Eastman instead of supporting some neolib ghoul just because Destiny's supporting them.
Wait, imagine thinking Mark is neolib. Oh God, please let this get into a policy discussion. I know that nobody likes to talk policy because it's boring and doing ad hoc is more entertaining. Please, I so want to hear Mike talk policy for some of these Omaha candidates. God, I would just please let it happen. It's not going to happen.
I'm sorry, you do wait, how is Mark Gudgel?
How is
Mark Gudgel a neoliberal?
A neoliberal ghoul.
Have you read his fucking platform?
Yes, I'm fully familiar with it.
It's every single Pete Buttigieg clone neoliberal Democrat platform.
Gotta have something
I'm
gonna
more
meet
than with Fortune 500 and 1,000 CEOs. You know what that means? It means TIFs. It means special tax.
You do wait. You do.
Oh, Mike doesn't know anything about the Midwest. We've already established this. Mike just doesn't know anything about the Midwest.
Do realize that if you're a mayor, you don't have the ability to like leverage over multinational corporations, but bringing them into your cities can be a massively beneficial to prevent brain drain.
This is why you're not a socialist.
Wait, I just don't think you understand how these systems work.
When AOC was opposed to
Amazon, that was in New York, Mike. Oh God, he's so stupid. He's really gonna compare fucking New York City to kicking out a fucking Amazon fucking warehouse or whatever to the fucking Midwest? Oh God, no! Why would you do that?
Special tax treatment?
Yeah, in New York.
Like you attacked her.
No, wait, no, I didn't. I supported her because New York doesn't have a brain drain problem.
So now you understand
why
it's dumb. Now you understand.
No,
why
you
it's
don't
dumb to do
understand these problems. New York doesn't have a brain drain problem.
This is why you're a neolib.
Can you explain what brain drain is?
Doesn't work. Neoliberal politics, race to the bottom.
So wait, hold on. I'm gonna wait really quickly. Last
500 other cities that are gonna do the same thing.
So I'm going to explain this to you really quickly. This could be you gave me some info.
About municipal politics.
You gave me some info earlier. Now I can give you some info. Okay.
What's a TIF?
So the difference here
was that real quick.
Guarantee you that Mike doesn't know what a TIF is. I talked a lot about TIFs with Gudgel. I know for a fact that Mike could not. I don't have him here, so if he ever comes on to talk to me, he would stumble his way through it. I guarantee you, the most he knows about what a TIF is the abbreviation. Zero chance.
So hold on.
What's a TIF?
Hold on.
What's a TIF, VAUSH?
Hold on.
What's a TIF?
I'm not letting you get out of being educated on this one, Mike. This is very important if you're going to be a socialist advocate, okay? So the difference here is that Amazon's entrance into AOC's district.
You can tell by how excited he is to bring up a TIF too, that he like just looked up like the definition of it as well.
Required provisions that would have been detrimental to the city, and New York doesn't have a problem with brain drain because it's one of the biggest cities on the planet.
So you support neoliberal politics in everywhere but New York.
Omaha does have a brain drain problem, which leads to...
This is one of the funny things about Mike just bragging about doing, what did he say, he said something like local politics or whatever. It's pretty clear that Mike doesn't know anything about like quote unquote local politics. He only has the brain for national level stuff. And that's why he doesn't see a difference. Like, what are the differences in needs between a place like Omaha, Nebraska, and New York, right? He doesn't see the difference because it's all the same shit to him.
Liberal politics will work.
You don't.
Can
you define neoliberal? Define neoliberal.
It's when you privatize public services. It's when you focus on market-based solutions rather than public services. And when what a typical neoliberal policy would be something like privatizing municipal water system.
I mean, that would be bad. So, question:
by the way, I lived in a city where they did that exact thing, where we had a mayor that had a platform almost identical to Mark. Now, see, I know
does this have to
politics
do with Mark?
locally.
So,
I'm explaining something
to you.
Because you're dumb, you don't know shit about politics.
What would you do to solve the brain drain problem?
Ignorant, and you don't know anything about politics.
What would you do to solve the brain drain problem?
I'm trying to explain.
Wait, what would you do to solve the brain drain problem in Omaha? Out of curiosity.
Okay, the brain drain problem is due to a lack of economic opportunity.
Which...
Why do you get economic opportunity to an area? Wait, what?
You solve by bringing businesses in?
You don't solve it by Fortune 500 TIFs and doing exactly what he was talking about.
Then how do you...
Because I've seen it happen.
How do you solve it? Come on. How do you solve it?
You solve it through sewer socialism. This is another thing you don't know what it is, probably.
Just answer. How do you solve it?
Sewer socialism. So you focus on creating the best possible public services. You fund education, and you provide an opportunity for people to maximize their potentialities.
But how does social services help keep talent in your area? And you fund education? Yeah, when they get educated, they just leave because there's no place to work.
You can't control everything by a top-down privatization TIF-based model.
So wait, you didn't answer the question. So
I did.
You don't know what brain drain is. That's okay. I'll explain it to you. Brain drain is when all the people who get degrees in your city.
This is why you're
no, it's okay. You can learn. Mike,
posture.
Mike,
what's a TIF?
Mike, this is a learning opportunity. That's okay. Hold on.
You don't know anything about politics. It's embarrassing. I'm talking to you.
No, it's okay, Mike. No, we're almost here, okay? So brain drain is when people who get like college degrees in your city.
Politics. It's embarrassing. No, it's okay.
We're almost there. We're almost there.
And thousands of people listen to you.
Mike, wait, hold on. Hundreds of thousands.
Mike, if you're here, shoot me a message. I would love to talk to you about any of what you're talking about right now, because oh my god, my friend, you are so radically misinformed. Jesus.
So anyway, Mike, so brain drain is when people who get college degrees in your city or state or country or whatever, they leave because there aren't opportunities.
So that didn't happen when Destiny left.
So hold on.
That wasn't technically brain drain though.
There aren't opportunities for them to get jobs in that area because that area doesn't have like these big like technical job availabilities that would accompany them. So how would you solve brain drain?
Okay, so I want to explain. This is.
Wait, I'm asking you a really direct question, man.
You are so bad at politics. You don't even know that you're speaking neoliberal talking points.
So you can't answer. So you don't have an answer.
This is basically Obama's platform, which is, well, if we just educate and provide tax incentives, that'll make America great again.
That's pretty embarrassing, dude. It sounds like neolibs have a solution to a problem you're not even capable of understanding. Maybe you should read up some more on the problem. I'm sure that eventually a solution will come to you.
You're the one who knows. You're the one who knows.
That is correct.
You're the one who knows.
One last shot, politics. Mike. How would you solve brain drain? How would you solve brain drain, Mike?
Brain drain is a problem due to, I said it again, I'll slow it down for you.
How would you get them jobs?
Economic opportunity. People leave states like Pennsylvania or Omaha right now because there's no economic opportunity. Right. They originally immigrated there because of economic
What kind of economic opportunity?
In Pennsylvania, it was heavy industry.
Wait, that's not brain drain. Heavy industry isn't a brain drain problem, Mike. We're talking about college degrees.
I'm talking about flowing of populations.
We're talking about brain drain. That's what I'm asking you. How would you solve that problem, Mike?
I can't believe he's this fucking stupid.
How would you solve brain drain, Mike?
You're a socialist. No wonder you're an anarcho-Bidenist.
He can't answer. Damn, dude.
An anarcho-Bidenist?
Looks like neoliberalism beats socialism yet again. It hurts to see. I mean, this is like the fall of the Soviet Union yet again.
Wait. The problem of populations leaving, of educated populations leaving.
Yeah, educated populations leaving.
How do you solve that problem? So
I'm asking
your solution is.
I'm asking you. Wait, I'm asking you. You know what my solution would be.
I already answered the question.
Your answer had nothing to do. You actually don't know.
You can't solve that problem.
Oh.
People will flow.
Damn, dude. There you go. Needed. Hey, if you ever want to get socialist answers, you can look to a neoliberal who can answer these questions, or you can look to a dumb fuck socialist like Mike who can't.
This is why you
I love you, Mike.
There's a part 2. Link it. Oh my God. Is he actually spitting and drooling? Jesus Christ. This guy is unhinged.